We get in there and we walk up to our seats. There's a guy sitting on the aisle seat. So it's 3 seats in a row, and we get the two, so I'm in the middle because Alexandra was wearing like a bodysuit and she was showing cleavage. I was like, yeah, you're not sitting beside. It was like an older dude, but he was like, I felt like he was a retired phys ed teacher. Like he had the Phys Ed polo shirt that was tucked into the Phys Ed pants, gray hair, glasses. He had like the hair that was like the silver hair coming out of the collar of his shirt. His arms were hairy, and he was stocky, but he was an older guy. So we sit down.
He was hiding his whistle.
Right. He might as well have had a whistle there because he sat there with his arms crossed like this, and he had a neck pillow, and he had a bag of snacks on the floor. And then he's sitting there and he's like reading a book or something before he crosses his arms. So I'm kind of sitting there. I'm a big guy. I'm 280. I'm 6'2". I'm 280 pounds. This guy was pretty much my size. Like he was a big, older, retired phys ed teacher. And he smelled like he just had phys ed class and got on the plane.
Oh, that's fun.
Like he smelled,
nice.
It wasn't like body odor. It was just sweat. Like it was
seasoned.
We just did suicides. Yeah, sweat. So I'm like, oh my God, this guy, right? And I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I tell you what, flight starts. He takes his phone. He puts it on a little clip thing that hangs on the seat in front of him. Puts it on there. Puts Netflix on. Sits back, crosses his arms, and he takes away my armrest. So I'm kind of like, I'm like this a little bit. I'm like, oh, dude, because he has the aisle armrest. I get the armrest next, and then my wife gets the armrest to my left. So I'm like, all right. And then, dude, he does this. He goes, it's almost like it's like watching a guy with OCD. He sat there and he went, and then he leaned down, opened his bag, got his bag of chips, pulled out a sandwich. Like, the flight just started. Like, it's like a kid who goes through all their snacks when they first go on a trip. Like, we got 2 hours in this trip. And he's just pegging away at the freaking chips, and he's eating the sandwich, and he's really into this movie. And I'm like, what? And then after that, he back to his arms crossed, and that dude did not move his arms for the entire 2-hour flight, 2.5-hour flight.
Jesus.
And his leg was up against mine, and I got to the point where I let my leg, like I pushed up against it with my leg because I was wearing shorts, so we were skin to skin contact, and I was like, this is where we are right now. This is us, dude.
This is where